What is that, bro? Is that Nicky's Xbox?
It's fine. Sorry, I might get my chats a little late. Just vid and send things late sometimes. Courtrooms. Good thing to do it. Everybody loves courtrooms.
Is that a tornado? Is that a tornado? Is that a tornado? Tornadoes. What happened?
Bro. So good. Oh my god.
You're too slow!
Are you kidding me? What? Why do that? Oh, tripping. Like, you can't be serious.
That's it?
Oh, I saw that.
I still got 7. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm dead.
I don't even know what I'm saying no more.
Go back. Let's try again.
Oh, crap.
Yay.
Alright, I'll start reading it then.
We going to the Halloween. Alright, here we go.
Alright.
That's it. You make help. Second thing. First thing.
Alright. Naraya, you ready to read it?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'm reading for stuff.
You ready to read it, Naraya?
So, the blue boxes are about the next box. So, I'll read the next back. And go small thing. Let's go. Go to the house now. What happened to this public elevator? 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! What happened? Oh.
Bro, what?
Is that Roblox?
Bro, really, Mariah? Alright. Alright. So, first is the contents, which just says acknowledgements, the Project 2025 Advisory Board, the 2025 Presidential Transition Project, a note on Project 2025, authors, contributors. There's contributors to that song? Oh my god. Forward, a promise to America. Section 1, taking the reins of government. White House Office, Executive Office of the President of the United States, Central Personal Agencies, Section 2, the common... You know what? I'm not reading these contents, to be honest. Like, I'm not reading these contents, I'm sorry. Oh, bro, the noob. It keeps chasing me.
Robots are taking.
The noob really hates me. Bro, I'm like in 13th place anyways. Why am I trying so hard? Like... See, it's always the noob that's trying to get me. Like, nobody asked for you to get me. Why is there just like a blank page in between of it? That's crazy. Acknowledgements. This work mandate for leadership 2025. The concerted promise is a collective effort of hundreds of volunteers. Hundreds, oh my god. Of volunteers who have handed together in the spirit of advancing positive change for America. Our work is by no means exclusive cadre of conservative thinkers. The ideas expressed in the volume are not necessarily shared by all. What unites us is the drive to make our country better. Country better. I don't know about you, but the country being better after what we're hearing? First and foremost, we thank the chapter authors and contributors who gave so freely of their time in service of their country. We are particularly grateful to have the help of dedicated members of the Heritage Foundation's management and policy teams. Executive Vice President Derek Morgan, Chief of Staff Wellesley Cooper Smith, Associate Director of Project 2025 Spencer Cretion, and Thomas A. Rowe, Institute for Economic Policy Studies. Director Paul Gray devoted a significant amount of their valuable time to reviewing and editing the lengthy manuscript and provided expert advice and insight. The job of transforming the work of dozens of authors and hundreds of contributors into cohesive manuscript. Cohesive manuscript fell upon Heritage's formidable team of editors led by Director of Research Editors, Therese Panfathers, Senior Editor, William T. Pohl, Marla Hess, Jessica Lothar, Karina Rowlands, and Kathleen Scatiro. Without those tireless efforts, you would not be reading these words. The talented work of Data Graphics Service Manager John Fleming, Manager of Web Development and Print Projects Jay Simon, Director of Marketing Elizabeth Fender, Senior Graphic Designer Grace DeSandro, and Senior Designer Melissa. Senior Designer Melissa Bluey is her entire name. My fault. Came together to junior staff who provided immeasurable assistance, especially Jordan Embry, Sarah Kelvis, and Jonathan Moy. Most important, we are grateful to the leadership, supporters, and donors of each of the Project 2025 advisory board member organizations and those of the Heritage Foundation, without whom Project 2025 would not be possible. Thank you, Paul Dans and Stephen Grills. Literally, this is just a thank you to all these people who wrote the book, which is fine, but like, why aren't we just immediately getting into, well, I guess you have to thank the authors first, because they spent literally all of their time writing a 920-page freaking document. Like, that's freaking crazy. Like, how can you spend all your time writing 920 pages? I get if it's a story, but like, gosh dang, bro. Wow! Why am I still getting chased? Bro, they were chasing me only. Like, that's crazy. Oh, I don't think Muncie is in this. I'm not gonna lie. Because all of the maps I've played, I have not seen him once. He has an event dedicated to him, but nobody has put that event for some reason. I don't know why. They always like to put the Sanic event or the gas leak event. I don't know why. He has like an event or something, like his own event dedicated to him or something. Just I think I have to scroll. I feel like I think I should just go to page 1. That's what I feel like I should do. Because this is just huge thank yous from what I'm skimming. Oh, the dark? Oh yeah, the blackout?
A green one. I want a blue. Which is color in the blue.
This thing that literally it takes time to load even one page. Oh my god. I don't know how people got the flashlights in Nico's next box because why is there so many people contributing in this? Like, are these the Senates or something? Are they approving of this? 44 years ago, the United States and the conservative movement were in dire straits. Both had been betrayed by the Washington establishment and were uncertain whom to trust. Both were internally splintered and strategically adrift. Worse still, at that moment of acute vulnerability and division, we found ourselves besieged of existential advisories, foreign and domestic. The late 1970s were by any measure a historic low point for America in the political collusion dedicated to preserving its unique legacy of human flourishing and freedom. Today, America and the conservative movement are enduring an era of division and danger akin to the late 1970s. Now versus then, our political class has been discredited by wholesale dishonesty and corruption. Look at America under the ruling and cultural elite today. Inflation is ravaging family budgets. Drug overdose deaths continue to escalate, and children suffer the toxic normalization of transgenderism, with drag queens and pornography invading their school libraries. Overseas, a totalitarian cultural and economic Cold War against America's interests, values, and people, all while the globalist elites in Washington awaken only slow to that growing threat. Moreover, low-income communities are drowning in addiction and government dependence. Contemporary elites have been repurposed the worst ingredients of 1970s radical chic to build the totalitarian cult known today as the Great Awakening, and now as then the Republican Party seems to have little understanding about what to do. Most alarming of all, the moral foundations of our society are imperiled. Yet students of history will note that notwithstanding all those challenges, the late 1970s proved to be the moment when the political right unified itself. What do you think of the first page so far, Narayan? It doesn't seem that bad. So far, at least. Tacos.
Hey, Apple!
Dang, bro. Just talking about bad inflation now, and people were saying that the inflation was just gonna get worse. Wouldn't that mean that is contradiction what it's gonna say next? Or is just people lying out their butts? It's either one of the two. Either it's people lying out their butts because they didn't read it and they're just going off of what everybody else said, or they're contradicting what they're gonna say later on. Either one of the two. Let's see which party's right. Mandate for leadership. The conservative promise in the country and led the United States to historical, political, economic, and global victories. The Heritage Foundation is proud to have played a small but pivotal role in that story. It was in early 1979, amid stagflation, gas lines, and the Red Army's invasion of Afghanistan. Sorry if I said that wrong. The nadir of Jimmy Carter's Day of Malaise. That heritage launched the Mandate for Leadership project. We brought together hundreds of conservative scholars and academics across the conservative movement. Together, this team created a 20-volume, 3,000-page governing handbook containing more than 2,000 conservative policies to reform the federal government and rescue the American people from Washington dysfunction. It was a promise from the American people from Washington dysfunction. Didn't you just say that? Or did I read that twice? I read that twice, my fault. It was a promise from the conservative movement to the country, confident, specific, and clear. Mandate for Leadership was published in January 1981. The same month, Ronald Reagan was sworn into his presidency. By the end of that year, more than 60% of its recommendations had become policy, and Reagan was on his way to ending stagflation, reviving American confidence and prosperity, and winning the Cold War. The bad news today is that our political establishment and cultural elite have once again driven America toward decline. The good news is that we know the way out. Even though the challenges today are not what they were in the 1970s, conservatives should be confident that we can rescue our kids, reclaim our culture, revive our economy, and defeat the anti-Americans left at home and abroad. We did it before and we'll do it again. Defeat the anti-American left? What does that mean? What does the anti-American... What is that even supposed to mean? Oh, you saw that massive jump I just did? That was so bars. Not gonna lie. I was actually very bars.
Pretty like that too.
Yeah, I don't know the anti-American lefties either, and I don't pay attention to history class. Freedom is a fragile thing, and it's never more than one generation away from extinction. It is not ours, but way of inheritance. It must be fought for and defended constantly by each generation. This is the duty history has put before us, and the standard by which our generation of conservatives will be judged, and we should not want it in any other way. The legacy of Mandate for Leadership, and indeed of the entire Reagan Revolution, is that if conservatives want to save the country, we need a bold and courageous plan. This book is the first step in that plan. The Conservative Promise. Hold on. Trying to leave the game. My fault. The Conservative Promise. The volume, The Conservative Promise, is the opening salvo of the 2025 Presidential Transition Project. Launched by the Heritage Foundation and our many partners in April 2022, its 30 chapters lay out hundreds of clear and concrete policy recommendations for White House offices, cabinet departments, Congress and agencies, commissions, and boards. Just as important as the scope of the Conservative Promise's recommendations is the breadth of its authorship. This book is the product of more than 400 scholars and policy experts from across the conservative movement and around the country. Contributors include elected officials, world-renowned economists, and veterans from 4 presidential administrations. This is an agenda prepared by and for conservatives who will be ready on day one of the next administration to save our country from the brink of disaster. The Heritage Foundation is once again facilitating this work, but as our dozens of partners and hundreds of authors will attest, this book is the work of the entire conservative movement. As such, the authors express consensus recommendations already forged, especially along 4 broad fronts that will decide America's future. 1. Restore the family as a centerpiece of American life and protect our children. dismantle the administrative state and return self-governance to the American people, defend our nation's sovereign borders and bounty against global threats, secure our God-given individual rights to live freely, what our Constitution called the blessings of liberty. So basically, what they're saying, they're gonna restore the basically CPS, basically, and how it works. Because they're saying protect our children, so that's what I'm gonna assume. They're gonna make the American people have their own government rights, and they're going to let everybody have their rights freely, no matter what they are. That's what I'm getting from this, because that's what they're saying, and it's actually kind of confusing me now, because I mean, it is 920 pages, so maybe there's bound to be something that's absolutely horrible here, to be honest. Yeah, this thread maybe just because it is 920 pages. It is 920 pages, so maybe it does say good stuff. I mean, in order for them to talk about the plan, they gotta explain why they talk about the plan. Or I can do that one thing. My one of my I could do that one thing. In the gnaw is crazy.
The no.
That's crazy. But I'm gonna do that one thing. One of my favorite YouTubers does when he's not bothered to like watch an entire video, or usually to watch an entire video, and this is like 920 pages, so I'm just gonna research stuff myself here instead of reading the whole thing, because are we really gonna read 920 pages of absolute nonsense just so we can reach to the part where we're talking about what we're seeing? Because I don't wanna, because I know I don't wanna not trust Addie, but at the same time I don't trust TikTok. Because sometimes TikTok spreads things that are actually lies. Like, one person sees this and it's like, oh, this is bad, let me spread this so everybody else knows. And then another person's gonna see that post and they're gonna think the same thing, and it's just gonna be a whole loop, and everybody's gonna start spreading the lie that they think is the truth. So that's why when you said TikTok, I was a little skeptical, like maybe it's not entirely true. I don't want to say it's not, though, because, but oh, she's actually reading the thing?
What's the lady? Well. Why you almost the robots? Why?
But, like, I'm find something that summarizes the whole freaking.
This door is open and the air is on. No, this can't happen.
What?
No more poopy family.
Why did the game just become over? Project 2025 explained. I swear to God. I'm gonna use BBC News. It is a 900-page policy wish list, a set of proposals that would expand presidential power and impose an ultra-conservative social vision. Donald Trump repeatedly disavowed Project 2025 after a backlash over some of its more radical ideas. There we go. There we go. That's some itch, dude. Whoa, was that just Tailsaw? No way, I just like saw him as he like literally as soon as I joined, bro. Come on, dude, why me? Is he chasing me? Oh. That's not very bars. This jumper is very bars. Like, literally. Insane. If I see Sonic.exe, I'm cooked. Tails Doll, yeah, I can escape him, but Sonic.exe, I'll be cooked. Oh, wait. If I see these, bro. Oh. Yeah, I've played before too. Oh, that roll was somehow life-saving. About to use a shield, bro. Man, I'm done for this. I'm sorry. But I was getting bored. I'm reading. But dozens of former officials from the last Trump administration, including many who might now be called to serve in the next one, contributed to the proposals. Here's your guide to the document, which lays out one vision of how Trump might govern in his second term. Who wrote Project 2025? Project 2025 is a product of the Heritage Foundation, one of Washington's most prominent right-wing think tanks. It first produced policy plans for future Republican administrations in 1981. When Ronald Reagan was about to take office, it has produced similar documents in connection with subsequent presidential elections, including in 2026, Kelly. 2026. 2016. I meant to say 2016. Oh my god. I literally combined 2024 and 2016.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
Insane.
This is scary, Bob. That's
I
scary.
really just said 2026 like I'm living in the future or something.
Pressure.
Not me disgusted with myself. When Trump first won the presidency. That's not unusual. It's common for U.S. think tanks of all political stripes to propose policy wish lists for future governments. And Heritage has been successful in influencing Republican administrations. A year into Trump's first term, it boasted that the White House had adopted nearly 2/3 of its proposals. That's crazy. And Heritage has been successful in influencing. Wait, did I not just say that? Oh, yeah, I just did. The Project 2025 report was unveiled. YouTube notification. Was unveiled in April 2023, but it went largely unnoticed outside the policy circles until earlier this year when Democratic opposition to the document ramped up. The Democratic politicians launched the Stop Project 2025 task force and even set up a tip line to collect insider information on Heritage's activities. Coming, there is a secret part of the quote-unquote secret part of the agenda, pushing a list of executives orders that Trump could implement. The Harris campaign and its surrogates consistently brought up the project in interviews and speeches. Trump began pushing away from the document in early July. I know nothing about. I have no idea who is behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they are saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. But the team that created the project is chock full of former Trump advisors, including Director Paul Dance, who was Chief of Staff at the Office of Personnel Management while Trump was president. Dance later left the project. Wait. So Trump didn't write Project 2025? And he doesn't agree with some of the things that said in it? That's what I'm getting. Noraya, thoughts? Honestly? Cause like, man, what is this crap? You think he's calling bull or not? Like he doesn't know anything about it? I mean, he is pretty old. Yeah. I didn't know he lies a lot though, because again, this is literally my first time ever going into politics. I'm not really big into politics, but ever since I've heard of the whole situation, I started getting more invested into it because I don't want nothing to happen to our country, like concerned about the country. So I'm into politics and crap right now because I'm literally concerned for our country, our free country, that we might get stripped away, or people so say. Russell Vought, another former Trump administration official, wrote a key chapter in the document and also served as the Republican National Committee's 2024 Platform Policy Director. The Heritage Foundation's president, Kevin Roberts, oversaw Project 2025 and is close to the Vice President-elect, J.D. Vance, who wrote a foreword of his new book, Dawn's Early Light. The book's publication was originally scheduled for September but was delayed until after the election. Additionally, more than 100 conservative organizations contributed to the document. Heritage says, including many that will now be hugely influential in Washington. The document itself sets out 4 main policy aims: restore the family as the centerpiece of American life, dismantle the administrative state, defend the nation's sovereignty and borders, and secure God-given individual rights to live freely, which is what we read as the first thing when we opened the book, remember? So maybe that is the main focus, but I'm not entirely sure because, like, again, this is not going to be the only news report that I'm going to be looking at, because I'm going to look at others just to confirm everything we're hearing. because you know I can't just rely on one news source because sometimes they mix match things. So I'm gonna look at several sources other than BBC, if that makes sense. But that's what I'm gonna do. So, oh god, first kit, first aid kit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna look at other sources, because they lie too. Because I know they lie a lot. Unfortunately. Yo, you heard that on pressure radar, bro? That's insane. Anyway, continue yapping.
That's loud.
Yeah, Sam.
It's loud. So,
We're underwater. Oh.
you swim. It's a squid, bud. Look out, it's broken.
Yeah, it's broken, Sam. Oh, of course. I'm gonna stay near the locker just in case.
And just
Anyway. Government. Project 2025 proposes that the entire federal bureaucracy. I'm sorry if I said that completely wrong, because, like, that's insane to pronounce. Including independent agencies such as the Department of Justice, be placed under direct presidential control. A controversial idea known as unitary executive theory. In practice, that would streamline decision-making, allowing the president to directly implement policies in a number of areas. Okay. Okay. In practice, that would streamline decision-making, allowing the president to directly implement policies in a number of areas. The proposals also call for eliminating job protections. There it is. There it is, folks. The proposals also call for eliminating job protections for thousands of government employees who could then be replaced by political appointees. What? This document labels the FBI a bloated, arrogant, increasingly lawless organization. It calls for drastic overhauls of the agency and several others, as well as the complete elimination of the Department of Education.
here for those fireworks. Look.
I'm disappointed. I'm honestly so disappointed. Oh my god. The elimination of education.
There's never no bandit.
I'm so disappointed, guys. It includes a proposal to declassify government records, root out wrongdoers, and fire corrupt employees. The platform pledges to slash regulation and government spending and explicitly calls for closing the Department of Education, an idea Trump has endorsed. I mean, the only good thing I'm seeing now is that he is taking the wrongdoers out and firing corrupt employees, but what does endorse mean? I'm pretty sure endorsed means he does agree with it, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I know it. He agrees with it. I was right. So he agrees with the fact that the platform is pleading to take the regulation and government spending and basically is calling off all education entirely. That's basically what he's agreeing with. So he made a good decision and then made a bad decision directly after that. That makes no sense to me. How can you make such a good decision for first and then, like, completely corrupt your own words? That's messed up. Like, that's straight up messed up. That's insane.
What? Mom made noises together.
Sorry, Sam. Get the remote and lower it. I don't know where the remote is.
Right here.
Wait, not all the way down, Sam. I need to hear.
Just slow it down.
Yeah, but you can't lower it down all the way. I need to hear, Sam. Sam, I need to hear.
Not to hear this.
I'll lower it if it's not good. The mentions of abortion in Project 2025, there are about 200 of them. Hold up. There is 200 mentions of abortion in literally the 920 pages we were literally about to read. Why 200 mentions, though? I'm not saying it's a bad topic to talk about, because it's not a bad topic. I mean, it is, but, it's good to talk about it.
go to different place.
I literally cannot hear a thing. Oh wait, I heard the breathing on this side. Alright, my fault. This way. Oh!
No, I admit the door. I'm really sorry.
Dude. I swear to God I heard breathing this way. Oh, I did. I'm reading. I'm reading. I'm reading.
I'll
I'm
add
reading.
it to the
I'm reading.
scale.
I'm reading. The document does not call for an outright nationwide abortion ban, and Trump says he would not sign such a law.
Slow down a bit. You're not on a timer. Probably.
Oh, probably. It's crazy.
I'm gonna follow you. It's crazy.
Wait, so Trump would not sign such a law? Well, not sign it nationwide, but will he sign it countrywide? That's something to consider. However, it proposes withdrawing the abortion pill mifepristone from the market and using existing but little enforced laws to stop the drug being sent through the post. The document proposes new data collection efforts on abortion and more generally suggests that the Department of Health and Human Services should maintain a biblically based social science and reinforce definition of marriage and family. What? Well, honestly, the only thing I maybe agree with is maybe the pill taken away from markets. Because the people actually using it for, not the intended use. And actually ruining their bodies over it. So I guess I do agree with that as long as it's prescripted and it has the right, maybe, paywall behind it, I guess. Or it's like, I don't know, like, regulated, I guess you can say, instead of just freely being in the market. I get that, but
I got it. It's got it. It's got it. There we go. It's already cooking.
But what do you think so far, Naraya? What are your general thoughts about what has been said so far?
It's cooking.
Yeah, most of them do really suck though. The only thing I agree with is taking out the, the wrong employees, corrupt employees. That's really the only thing I really think that's a good thing. And maybe regulating the pill. Because, people ruin other things for other people. But other than that, I don't think it should be removed entirely, as long as he's trying to regulate it and not actually, remove it entirely. The document proposes new data collection efforts on abortion more generally. On abortion, at least, the document differs fairly substantially from the Republican platform, which only mentions the word abortion once. The platform says abortion laws should be left to individual states and that late-term abortions, which it does not define, should be banned, a view that Trump has largely stuck to. Okay, yeah, I do agree with the late-term ones. Like, the early ones, yeah, I don't have a problem with that because I say it should be, only banned for, like, late-term, like, if you're, like, 8 months in, because there is no way you have not realized that you have a kid in your body by that time. And if somehow you realize, it will definitely be too late because it's entirely already formed. You know, and it's not just like swimming in there, you know what I mean? It's actually like a living being already. So I'd say, like, but if in the rare case that does happen, give birth to the child and put it up for adoption, or at least have one of your family members take care of it over like a legal like thing. That's like the best I can say. That's like the only thing I agree with that though. Other than that, it should not be entirely illegal. So I think that when people say like, oh, it's gonna be entirely illegal. Oh, this one got left here. When people said, oh, he's gonna fully ban it, they didn't really discuss his actual view on it, like discussing the fact that he actually thinks that it should be banned when it's a late term and not and it should be okay when it's early term. Because I'm pretty sure most people would be fine with that. But because people are taking it the wrong way and it's spreading, you know, all of that, people are going crazy, you know. And most of these things are already sucking already, so
Oh, excuse me.
like most of these are already sucking, so I could see why people are going in panic mode and twisting things up because they're panicking. So, but you should make sure you say the facts when you're saying something on social media, because you never know if you're gonna go viral or not, you know? But the party platform adds that the access to prenatal care, birth control, and in vitro fertilization should be protected and makes no mention of limiting the distribution of mifepristone. 7 states expand abortion protections as Florida ballot fails. And then we're going to go on to the immigration.
You took a shower today?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
This morning.
This morning you took a shower?
Yo, why you those many cups? Yani, why those many cups? Why those many cups? Why you guys made on your own? It's already lights, right?
But yeah, I just realized I'm going the wrong way.
Okay.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, the wrong way. You not go down here. I just think it's the wrong way. Oh, you opened the door. Now it's the door. Oh, you killed it. No.
I think you, Naraya, you were the one that mentioned the abortion thing. One of you mentioned that. I don't think it was. If it wasn't the girl, that was probably you that mentioned it. I think because I heard it mentioned. I think maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping, guys. But I do know something we did talk about, which was the immigration. That was something we did talk about. Then I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm tripping, Naraya. I'm tripping. Ignore my tripping now. Increased funding for a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border. One of Trump's signature proposals in 2016 is proposed in the document. I did hear him say something about the. And other proposals include eliminating. Other proposals include eliminating visa categories for crime and human trafficking victims, increasing fees. Other proposals include eliminating visa categories for crime and human trafficking victims, increasing fees on immigrants, and allowing fast-track applications for migrants who pay a premium. Wait, increasing the fees on the immigrants? Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't think that's a good thing, is it? I don't think that's a good thing at all. Because why are you increasing fees on immigrants? Is that... I don't think that's supposed to happen. So basically taxing them more because they're not from the country, or they weren't born in the United States of America or something.
That's so expensive.
Yeah, then that's bad. Yeah, because like I'm a little confused. Like, is that a good or a bad thing? Because I'm pretty sure it's a bad thing, but I was like making sure like I'm not on the wrong side here. Because I kind of got iffy for a second. Like, it's like good or a bad thing. I get confused, paranoia. So not all of these details are repeated in the Republican Party platform, but the overall headlines are similar. The party is promising to implement the largest deportation programming in American history. So deporting the immigrants is basically what they're trying to say. Deporting them. That's what they're saying. In other terms.
You scared me. Uh-oh, you scared me.
Alright, reading more. That idea was one of Donald Trump's top pitches to voters. Climate and economy. The document proposes slashing federal money for research and investment in renewable energy, and calls for the next president to stop the war on oil and natural gas. Oh, wait. There's a war on oil and natural gas? You can't be serious. Who's on a war about natural gas and oil? Is that why I've seen all those oil jokes? Is that why people keep talking about oil and all that crap? Because I know for a fact there's an ongoing joke that I kept seeing on YouTube comments where about the United States taking any ounce of oil people find in the ground. I don't know what that's about, but I think that's what it has to do with it, and I have no idea, and honestly. Oh my god. You saw this one just appeared out of nowhere?
Gun. A very hot gun. Very hot gun. The Pepsi top.
Say hello to my little friend.
Excuse me.
Office.
Yeah, I do know that. Carbon reduction goals. Fair. I didn't know that. The paper sets out two competing visions on tariffs and is divided on whether the next president should try to boost free trade or raise barriers to imports. Yo, we're gonna become villagers! We're gonna be villagers from Minecraft, trading 5 emeralds for 1 sapling. Oh, I forgot this existed. Literally forgot that existed for a second.
Oh my god. Fair enough.
Whoa, what? Wait, how am I getting hit? What did I do? I didn't even do that. Hey, bars.
Is that the ocean you're talking about?
Yeah, Sam.
Is that a water? A ocean?
But anyway. But the economic advisor suggests that the second Trump administration should slash corporate and income taxes, abolish the Federal Reserve, and even consider a return to gold-backed currency. So we're just gonna go back to trading gold? So you mean to tell me that we're gonna have to become miners, literally, like Minecraft miners, get gold, and just trade like freaking piglins, in other terms? Is that what he wants? I'm sorry, but don't we have... And I'm pretty sure it was way harder to get money those times. Like when they used to mine gold to get money and all that crap. That was not an easy thing to get. Like at all. It never was. For real though? But seriously, I'm pretty sure back then it was way harder to get gold. And to trade for it?
I can go drink with Amulet, okay?
What the freak?
Don't say that.
Sorry, Sam.
What is that?
Oh, was that Blitz?
What is
Oh, Blitz really came in clutch.
Came in glove. Came in glove.
Anyway,
You not
abolish the Federal Reserve and even consider returning the gold-backed currency. The party platform does not go as far as Project 2025 in these policy areas, and instead talks of bringing down inflation and drilling for oil to reduce energy costs, but is thin on specific policy proposals. So we're bringing down inflation. Wait, so we're... Let me get this straight. We're raising fees for the immigrants, but we're lowering down for inflation for all the people who aren't immigrants. That's kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of messed up.
He's wrong.
Like, they live in the country too. Come on, man.
Man,
And even if they're visiting, come on.
is that a shooter?
Yes, yeah. Like,
Be careful, because of those lasers. Oh, mini lasers.
who's seriously looking at these laws and saying this is good?
The lasers. I love those lasers.
Being so for real.
Please.
Bro, that light lasts like 2 seconds.
It's a stop in about 2 seconds and 20 seconds.
Watch me get caught, guys.
What happened?
I died.
Why is he shooting?
Here, let
Alright.
me find the... There we go. I'm sure good old Painter is very thankful for you volunteering as target practice.
Crazy. But Trump himself has come out strongly in favor of raising tariffs on imported goods. Cooked, bro. I was cooked from the start, to be honest. As soon as I got my to lower to 10 health, I was cooked. Tech and education. Under the proposals,
I love squishing popcorn.
PORN, orography would be banned, and tech and telecoms companies that allow access to it would be shut down. The document calls for school choice and parental control over schools and takes aim at what it calls woke propaganda. It proposes to eliminate a long list of terms from all laws and federal regulations, including sexual orientation, gender equality. So he's eliminating these laws of having your own sexual orientation, having any gender equality, abortion, and reproductive rights. So basically contradicting the fact that he said that he's not going to ban it all the way up, because he's banning it altogether if you're saying that you're eliminating it entirely in this specific paragraph. Make it make sense. Project 2025 aims to end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in schools and government departments as part of what it describes as a wider crackdown on woke ideology. The proposals in this policy area are broadly reflected in the Republican platform, which, in addition to calling for the abolishing the Department of Education, aims to boost school choice and parental control over education, and criticizes what the party calls the inappropriate political indoctrination of our children. Trump regularly repeats such themes, although he has not proposed a ban on pornography. His views on the tech industry have regularly shifted and don't appear to have much to do with sexual content. The plan's uncertain future. Prior to the swirling controversy around the proposals, Project 2025 was backed up by a $22 million budget from Heritage, and includes strategies for implementing policies immediately after Trump is aggregated in January, such as the creation of a database of conservative loyalists to fill government positions and a program to train those new workers. With Trump and his campaign distancing themselves from the project, he's unlikely to implement the document wholesale. On the other hand, given the clear areas of agreement and overlapping personnel, it's likely that many Project 2025 ideas will influence policy in the second Trump administration. It's also a safe bet that Democrats will continue to oppose the proposals, and that many of the policies will face political and legal challenges if the Trump White House tries to implement them. So basically, it's a fight between whether Trump is going to be able to implement it and whether he's not going to be able to implement it, because that's literally the end of the document. I will search up more, but like right now I'm going to focus on the game while talking about this whole thing. It's crazy because literally, like, this entire time we're reading about all these bad things, and it's literally, and the end of our document is, it's like the Democrats are choosing that this isn't right. They are, and it's basically a fight between the White House, Senates, on whether they agree with it, because there's a lot of people in the Senates, I think, that do agree with it, and then there's a lot of people who don't agree with it because of the variety of people there. So basically, it's either we're in between. Like, we're not cooked, but we're cooked at the same time, because there is no way for us to know whether it's going to be implemented or not. Because how do we know that's going to be implemented or not? Because if more people end up actually agreeing to it, what can end up happening is, like, we'll just go back to history. Like, we'll literally be reliving what our ancestors fought to take away. I mean, to get back, or whatever. Our ancestors will literally be looking at the world right now, realizing that all of their efforts that they took years to do even maybe gotten their lives taken for it just so they can have the rights for this country are just gonna be complete waste. Because literally, the people who died to take away slavery are literally gonna be looking back at this, seeing that it's just gonna come back again, and it's gonna happen the same thing. People are gonna die for the slavery not to continue. Because it's happening again. Literally, centuries of having no rights for slaves, or having slaves in the general sense. Like, literally, they spent centuries trying to get rid of that freaking thing, and you're telling me now we're gonna go back to it? Like, just as if we didn't literally fight tooth and nail to get to where we are today, to have and let me not even get into the fact that women have literally died for the United States and all of beyond of here to actually like protect women's rights and get them. And now that we have them back, we're just gonna get them stripped all over again. It makes absolutely no sense to me how we can let this happen. How the Senate can let this happen. Because how can the Senate... Because how can the Senate allow for such a thing to happen when we literally fought for years to get these same rights? It's crazy how something like this can just happen with the wrong person in charge. It's absolutely insane, man.
Where's the door? Really? Where's the door? Where's the door here?
Yeah, and honestly, the president is not supposed to have this much power. Yes, it helps create laws, helps suggestions for the country, or whatever, but they're not supposed to have this much power to the point where they can take out their felonies, and they can do this, and they can do that. It makes no sense to me. Just because he's higher power, he can take his felons out? I mean, I'm pretty sure government officials can't even do that. Like, I'm being so straight up. Don't government officials, like, literally have to risk the cleanest record just to get into that freaking industry in the first place? How come a president can literally take away their felons while a freaking government official can't even do that? Which government officials are above the president, if I'm not wrong. So how can the president do that, but nobody else can? And I'm not saying anybody should have that, because nobody should have that right. But I'm saying as a general perspective, somebody higher than him doesn't even have that right. So why is he having that right? You know? Presidents in general. If they have a felony, they have a felony. Like, if they did something illegal, they did something illegal. It should not be disappeared from the record, because in the long run, they shouldn't even have any felonies in the first place. Just like government officials risk their clean record, so should the presidents. It's honestly insane how we can just let this happen. How people can just let this happen. And then not only that, but people like Anthony end up illegally voting just so they can go ahead and freaking vote for the wrong person. And it's crazy how he voted for Trump, even considering that literally he turned like bisexual not too long ago. So he just put himself willingly in danger. Does that make any sense to you? And another thing I realized is that when he was talking about his like who he's voting for, he literally said if Trump doesn't win, he's gonna crash out. I asked him why, cause I I just saw it or whatever. I asked him and he never responded to me. What do you mean you're gonna crash out if he doesn't win? What's gonna happen if he don't win? Like, is there something you're worried about? Are you just worried about the money? It's insane how we just let Trump win, even though Kamala Harris, like, the only thing Kamala Harris, and correct me if I'm wrong, only thing she's done was says she doesn't like Christmas, or she doesn't celebrate it. Like, excuse me, some people don't celebrate Hanukkah, but nobody's attacking those people for not liking Hanukkah because they don't celebrate it. I don't see people attacking people for not liking Hanukkah because most people don't really celebrate Hanukkah. So basically, and by their logic, that means if you don't like Hanukkah, you don't like Muslims. And I'm pretty sure Hanukkah's like Muslim Catholic religion, right? I might be wrong. But that's basically what I got from it. If you don't celebrate or like Hanukkah, then you're disrespecting that person's religion, I guess. They hate it, I guess. I guess I hate their religion just because I don't celebrate it. Huh? Yeah, I did. Remember? You saw that, right? You saw a white person in the corner of my screen. I'm not tripping. I literally just saw that crap.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm so appalled, though. This year was already bad enough, with all of the allegations that's happened within the past few months, Roblox getting worse because of certain things, a lot of drama this year. This is like the most dramatic year. I don't know, but this has been a dramatic year, man. And this is how we're ending it with the election and all of these promises and just dumb people. I don't know. I can't believe we literally. Huh? What's this? Oh wait, what's... I can't believe we chose to lower gas prices, and literally that's basically what we chose. Money over people. That's just very greedy. That's so greedy. So we just risking our lives for this crap. For less money. Like you gotta be joking, man. There's no way this is real. Wait. You should probably text your mom. Oh, you gotta kill me. Time for a break.
There is no time for work here. Beginning, I need to watch TV for 40 seconds.
Goodness, you amaze me.
What? That's good for you. Oh my god. That is so very good. That's scary. That's scary. That's creepy. That's creepy. That's creepy. No more creepy. Sounds lovely. Yeah, can we watch TV? What, 40 seconds? Yeah, okay, I can watch this TV. I can come. Yani, exact. I guess so. I can watch this TV. So I can watch this TV. So I can watch this TV. Can we watch movie? It's out of juice.
Better hope you're bulletproof, buddy. You're boring.
This is not. It's out of my. I got it. Out of out of juice. Yani put inside. Yani put it's out of juice. It's out of juice. What? There's juice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. bots like everywhere. I don't like this. I think it's a mouse. I got it.
Say hello to my little friend.
What friend?
Plan to ban contraceptives, IUDs, birth control,
Please don't put stuff out. Just in case. Oh, it's a Jesus. Oh my goodness. And just in case. Oh, Superman. And then he can reply, please.
Alright.
It's a monster.
I'm glad to see that Urban Shade is only sending their best and brightest.
People with in the ancient cultures like Alice and not normally to figure out the ritual is knowing where is the sign is to go out from this thing. Oh my god. Because he make it any masters any people thing like that people I just people I just put it up with the thing with after everything because he making it keep up the common things at monster that people as knows the monster and it make the monsters make on make what there's any pieces if same multiple it's up and they on it and you push it up and it will be sent to your resident because he make it as this or how it's well down that's really good because the kids are like connected with from this company
Maybe don't be in such a hurry next time.
Sim.
What are you doing? Tell me you do this. Why are you giving it back to you? I mean, why are you doing it? Alright, that's crazy. How? Guys, there is nothing to be doing here.
Every single time I say the
What was it when we go for the No, it's fine. Bye.